You wouldn't know it by looking at this street today, but in the 60s, this was the swingiest street in all of Chicago. The media called it the Glitter Gulch. All up and down this street, it was hotels and motels with big name entertainment. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peggy Lee, Phyllis Diller,
Louis Prima,
and Keely Smith played right here at Orlando's Hideaway, which was our father's place. And he got this place because of his connections to Jackie Stewart. Jackie mentioned it to Mike because Jackie knew Dad always wanted a nightclub. So for 5 years, while Dad owned this, it was the nightclub downstairs and the white tablecloth restaurant upstairs. We were like little princes. This building was adjacent to the Air Host Motel over here. There used to be a pool back here. And when our mother got tired of us being underfoot, my mother would send us over in a cab. We always had to be on our best behavior because our father, he'd give us the cold eyeball. You better behave yourself. Don't embarrass me. It's right back there in the corner. I understand why, but it still makes me sad because this was our kingdom. You know, we had running a joint.
the porters would go back and forth to get us whatever we wanted out of the restaurant.
And nothing made you a boss on 47th Avenue. Like telling a couple of your friends, hey, you want to come with us? We're going to the swimming pool for have an afternoon of beef sandwiches, ice cream, and swimming.
I'm here. I'm in the pool. There was a big fence around this pool, too.
Yeah.
You know, a fence around it, and then a deck, and then the pool, which, in retrospect, we thought it was a really big pool. Postage stamp. But in reality, it was a postage stamp. Like he said, you grab a friend, I grab a friend. We were the kings of 47th Street. (1962). I'm 7 or 8 years old. The place looked huge.
Big stars.
I'm an old man. It looked small. I thought there was more steps going downstairs.
Right. These were the stairs I was running up. We were running up. Frank Sinatra was coming down, and we collided with him. Okay, when you came in, the bar was along this wall, and then all around the room it was deuces and four tops, all over. These windows were not here. It was dark. This wall wasn't here. There was a stage. It closed in 1965. It got shut down by a dirty cop. He had a grudge against Dad, and he finally found an excuse in the Crisscross Review because at the time, it was technically illegal in the state of Illinois for men to wear women's apparel in public. And it was a drag show right up on the stage. It was Crisscross and 3 other drag queens. Dad said it was the most profitable act he had the whole time.
2 shows a night.
And to this day, my brother and I are shocked that our conservative father booked it.
We never got to say goodbye to it. We never got a final swim.
All we heard
just
was,
were told Dad didn't have Orlando's anymore.
it's gone. It was gone.
It was gone. Watch my dad take a guy by the tie that was fucking with him. And he kept it. My dad reached and grabbed him by the tie and just took his head and his face and bang! Right off the bar, the guy went right back. I was 8. Knew not to mess with Pop.
This was the 500-pound gorilla on Glitter Gulch. This was Manny Scar's Sahara Inn. It was the biggest, it was the most expensive, built with $11 million of union money, later appraised at $2 million. Where the other $9 million went, I'm not gonna guess. It was run by a little pint-sized gangster wannabe named Mandel Scar, and he wanted to be the king of Manheim Road.
He was the king, though, right? For a while?
For a while. And he had a friendly competition with Dad. They would brag to each other about their grosses, and it was a funny thing because Manny's the celebrity lounge, it was bigger and grander, but sometimes Dad would out-earn him because Dad's place was simple and streamlined. There was a massive pool, and girls in gold bikinis were serving drinks.
It was like Vegas. That's what it was.
It was something.
Out of proportion as well as out of place.
It was bigger than all the other places. The day it opened, he broke ground in the back, or what he called a convention center. But at the time, the outfit expected gambling to be legalized within 2 years. They had people down in Springfield working the legislature, and he was building the casino. So the day gambling became legal, he was ready. He probably had the slot machines on him. Manny finally lost the place, tried to get it back through a series of schemes that blew up in his face, and then he decided that he was going to cooperate with the feds.
He went to the Angels.
He met an untidy end on Sheridan Road, and nothing was ever turned over to the feds. And now it's no name motel, and I'm sure nobody in there has a clue